Cool. I don't know how the stream settings are looking, but the first thing I get is a bot. Great. Haven't streamed in like probably over a year, I feel. I don't know when the last time I streamed was. It's been a while. I have not had the desire to stream lately, ever. But I figured this was worth doing. I should have done it last week. I couldn't be bothered. Maybe it was the week before. Either way, should have done it a little bit earlier. I don't even know what this thing is advertising. Promotion of my channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots, etc. All good. If I recall correctly, you were one of the mods, so it's fine. I mean, sometimes it's good to read what the hell these things are shilling. It's incredible to me that people still think that streaming, actually, it's incredible to me that streaming is actually considered like a viable career, or a way to make money at least. It appears like I'm blowing out the audio. Can someone please add some input here? Gotta wait for that joyful lag. I'm not really sure why it would be blowing out, but maybe I'm just a little too close to the mic. It has been a long while. Guess I'm a little bit rusty. I did... Oh, yeah. Maybe I'm getting used to talking louder. Let me tweak that then. Sounds fine on Bitch Bowl's end. I really do wonder how people do this, because I have basically, through my entire YouTube / online video career, just figured things out as I go through trial and error, which probably reflects badly on me as in my day-to-day job. So I don't know how people do this professionally. But as long as if the consumers think it sounds fine, then that's all I need to care about. I don't need to care about sounding good. I just need to care about the thing bloody working. I am not expecting too many people today. I understand it's a Monday morning probably for most viewers. If you're joining us from the US, it is a Monday evening here, which is very unusual, but it was a public holiday today, so got the extra day off, which was nice. And like I said before, I did actually mean to do a stream when they announced the glasses, right? That's the current drama, quote unquote drama at the moment, the glasses. And I did mean to do a stream, but I didn't feel like it, mainly because it was a surprise to me as well. And as you may understand, I didn't feel too great about the whole thing. Whereas now I'm over it, I guess. We'll see if the game crashes, actually, because it's been a long while since I've played Anno on stream, and it used to be really, really janky. It's also been... I should have checked when the last save was on this game, because it has been a long time since I've played this particular save file, so there's going to be this initial moment of what the fuck was I doing and where was I? But hey, how has everyone been? I've just been talking to myself here, as you do in the stream, but how has everyone been? It's been a long while since I've seen everyone. It's nice to see some familiar names. How has everyone been doing? Oh god, please. Oh god, this is so weird. When did I last play this damn thing? Although, admittedly, recently I've been playing another game with my boyfriend, and I think I understand how to play this game better now. So hopefully it will be a little more smooth with the income, because the income is pretty bad for this point. Oh, that's fine. Been good, some days better than others. Overall, can't complain. That's good. I don't know how the hell he does it. So my boyfriend, I don't know how the fuck he plays this game so efficiently. He's doing everything all the time, all at once, and I can't do that. I don't have ADHD basically, so I can only focus on like maybe half a dozen things, but he focuses on a million different things at once. But the whole point of me pulling up Anno rather than Bayonetta was to have something a little bit easy to play while I could talk to people. So let's think. So was it last week or the week before when Platinum Games announced that they were releasing some Bayo 3 glasses? That was a bloody surprise to me, because if you're familiar with Bayo merch, they generally release it really soon after the game. This is going to be really hard to play a video game and talk at once. Heard about the glasses. Well, I imagine people who are clued in with the glasses situation understand what's going on with the glasses now. Let's see, let's just double check this. This is what I've learned. I've learned how to reinterpret these fucking bars, which seems really silly. It shouldn't be this hard, but it really was. So yeah, the reason why I went ahead with making Bayo 3 glasses was because effectively it's been 2+ years since Bayonetta 3 came out, and they normally release like related merch pretty close to the release of the game, so I thought, oh okay, well they must not be doing it, which I guess perhaps in hindsight was a bit naive of me, because of course they were going to release glasses. I guess the question now is whether they're going to release anything else, because as we know with Bayo 2 they released earrings as well, and I don't know, these earrings are also, the Bayo 3 earrings are also pretty nice, so maybe they'll release those too, and maybe I shouldn't even look at making Bayo 3 stuff at all yet. So I believe that happened last week. Let me just actually pause this and refresh my memory on the Twitters. If I can recall. Yeah, last week. It was last week. So yeah, last week, some Japanese people I follow on Twitter started retweeting some stuff showing that, you know, officially licensed Bayo 3 glasses were coming out. And then not soon after that, the Platinum Games Twitter accounts, so both the Japanese and the English one, also tweeted about the glasses, and everyone was a little bit pissed off, I think understandably so, because the glasses are only going to be released in Japan. Now, this effectively doesn't really mean much, because you can use resellers or other platforms to get Japanese-specific merch. But I think, like, you know, if you're a Bayonetta fan, then you're familiar with the pain that it is to be a Bayonetta fan, because Bayonetta merch is so like, officially licensed Bayo merch is really, really hard to get. They generally only really release in Japan in limited quantities, and, you know, don't even think about their international fans basically. So when the Platinum Games account tweeted about it, everyone on the English account. Do we still call it Twitter, by the way? I'm not really on social media anymore. So when the English Platinum Games account tweeted about these glasses and also said that it was Japan only, people were rightfully pissed, because why the hell would you tell your international fans about merch that you can't get access to? It's just like being mean for the sake of it, really. And this was after... what's the timeline on this? I would say it was probably about a couple of days, so 2 to 4 days, actually, or maybe a week, actually, when they took down my listing. So from that point of view, I haven't really talked about it in detail. What's going on here? Do I not have enough aluminium? So, gosh, timeline. I released my version. So I have been working on making my own version of the Bayo 3 glasses probably for nearly a year. It's taken a very long time to get them out the door, which is why this is extra devastating. Missing goods. So I was really happy when I finally was able to list them, and I listed them mid-February, I'm going to say. It was just before Valentine's Day, if I recall correctly. And the listing was up for about just a little over a week, and then I got an email from Etsy Legal saying that my listing has been taken down because of a IP type claim from Sega. And at first I thought, oh, well, this could be bullshit, because, you know, on YouTube, if you're familiar with YouTube situations, people can make frivolous claims all the time. Coffee, fuck that. So my initial thought was, oh, it was a lot of shit. However, I actually read the email and actually looked at the emails attached to the claim. It was legit. So Sega have used a third-party company whose job it is to do this sort of stuff. So it was a legit claim, basically. So I was like, well, shit. And that was before they announced that they had released official glasses. So I was like, well, shit, they found me. Oh no, it was a good while it lasted. So that was before I found out that they had made their own glasses, which made it make so much more sense. Is it out of control? Doesn't appear to be out of control. Interesting how it's Sega handling the merch. Well, this is where it's very muddy, the whole ownership of Bayonetta, like that whole thing, no one seems to really know about. I feel like I can almost talk about it, not really authoritatively, but you know, I have had first-hand experience of dealing with them. So yes, Bayonetta as a whole, as intellectual property, is owned by Sega. Like that's the deal of it. Nintendo, for the purposes of Bayonetta 2 and 3, are a publisher, I believe, and also bankroll those games. So that's a little bit, yeah, if it was Nintendo, I'd probably be dead now. So yes, when they first took down my listings, I was like, well, this is a load of shit, and also that's a shame. It was good while it lasted, right? Because it was a pretty nice side gig, I will have to say. Like, it was a huge gap in the market, right? Like Sega could very well have been continuing to provide these products, and I wouldn't have touched them, right? Because I never would have thought to do glasses because it would have been way too hard. But no, at the time when I started selling glasses, which was in 2019, Bayonetta 1 glasses were long gone. Like, you couldn't get them anymore. And same goes for the Bayo 2 glasses, and the Jean glasses only sold out maybe about a year ago. Hello, secretary. I don't know how you say your name, but hello. I remember your name, your username. This is a stream to basically talk about the whole glasses debacle. So it's not really me playing a game. It's me with this in the background. So yeah, when they announced the glasses last week, it was like, well, shit. It all makes sense, because if I had my glasses up and they were selling their glasses, that's taking business away from them. And that is absolutely not gonna. I'm not gonna fuck around with that, basically. So no, I am not going to be trying to sell glasses on the DL, as much as I would love to. Because if they found out, they would not give me a slap on the wrist. They would fuck me in the ass. So yeah, I don't think it's necessarily about how strict Sega is with their IP. It's more about them releasing this product and realizing that there is someone else also selling glasses and realizing that it could take away their business. That's all it is. So the only way I probably am going to be able to sell glasses again is if the original ones sell out, which is what I did originally. So, because I didn't sell glasses until the original ones weren't available. So that's how I'm treating anyway. So realistically, I'm not going to be able to sell glasses for many, many years. And yeah, as you say, Perfect Sword, it's a shame, but they are well within their right. It's their IP. I was definitely infringing on it, and it's only because I was being a direct competitor in that field. So this was the thing when they took down my glasses listing. They only touched the glasses listing, and they didn't touch any of my other stuff in my Etsy store, which means if I were to pursue it, I could probably look at licensing my other stuff. How many sales we got? Have we got any sales here? Maybe I'll chuck some sales. So before the glasses were announced last week, I was in the process of looking with, I don't know what you call them. They were like a local Australian-based licensor for Sega. So probably also a third-party licensor, but I would have been able to slap the Sega name on my stuff potentially. So I was looking at that avenue. I have since abandoned that because if they were to closely scrutinize my store, they could very well fuck me in the ass as well. So, yeah, I was thinking about licensing, but my initial pitch was have a look at my store. Also, here are these glasses that you could also license, right? And that was before I knew about the official glasses. So the concern was, and this is totally fair because, me and my partner are, effectively, tied together legally. He was very concerned that if I tried to license the glasses on the side, they would look at all my other stuff and then fuck me in the ass as well. There's a lot of ass fucking today. So he suggested that we don't pursue that avenue. And as much as I hate to say, he was probably right. So perhaps, when things have died down, probably many years from now, and assuming there is still a market for these things, I won't be looking at licensing. But they obviously reviewed my store, and chose to only take them the glasses, which means that they weren't interested in the other things. And possibly also because comparatively the costs or whatever aren't as significant. How many sales have I got? No. So yeah, the glasses are only available in Japan. You can get them on Rakuten or whatever. I mean, I'm gonna try and get a pair anyway, because I guess that's part of the collector thing. It's really funny now because, previously with my other glasses, I had the original to base off my glasses off of, and the ones that I have released now for Bayo 4, Bayo 3, the ones that I released for Bayo 3 were entirely of my own design comparatively. So it's really interesting to see what the official ones came out looking like, because my initial gut reaction was that they didn't look as good as mine, which is fucking hilarious. I don't believe they will take down any of my other stuff, to be quite honest. It's just they're not in that market, I guess. And if to be quite honest, if they were to start taking down my stuff, they ought to take down all the other stuff too. That is on Etsy, that is like selling Bayonetta inspired like cosplay outfits or whatever, like all that stuff. So there is a really weird fuzzy line with all this crap, which I'm not interested in skirting. So yes, unfortunately for me, because, you know, I am a clown and I have like a lot of product now that I can't get rid of. Got oil here. Need more steel. So yeah, I don't think they'll take down the other stuff. They're probably not interested. It was just the glasses. I think, like I said, 2-3 years down the line, whenever these ones sell out, and assuming they don't have another one, another run, which they have done sometimes, could probably sell them again. But in the short term, not happening. Where did I put my... Did I have one? I was gonna put this here, apparently. It was honestly kind of like funny that I got like a cease and desist, to be honest, because I didn't think I would matter. I didn't think I would matter in that sense. Because, you know, like I said, I've been selling glasses for like nearly 4 years. Nearly 5 years, rather. I mean, yeah, like when I initially got the cease and desist and before I knew they were going to be selling glasses, I definitely considered doing things on the DL. But definitely not a smart idea to do. Because I have had a couple of people ask me, hey, so what if I just slid you some money on PayPal? Could I get some glasses? And I'm like, tempting, but no. it's just no, not gonna happen. Yeah, all these things that people are suggesting in the chat, I have thought of, and I have thought better of it because losing my house and possessions and everything that is dear to me is not worth it. I don't know if it means I'm in the big leagues now, to be honest, but it does make me wonder perhaps if I could have pursued a more legitimate route before I even got to this point. However, if I were to have done that, I'm guessing... Oh yeah, the people, the fucking idiots who posted my glasses in response, just absolute big brain geniuses, right? Corn, hey, sure. Moral maze. Where's this priest? Yeah, I basically figure licensing is super duper expensive, hence it is either rescue the pastor or the prisoner. How am I meant to know where these other people are? Because, oh, there we go. I guess rescue the prisoners, right? Well, you know, it could happen, right? They could repossess my fucking house because I have to pay for losses of, like, business or something. Twisted criminals, I see. Where did the fucking priest go? I don't want to rescue these guys. Can I just yeet these people? Hey game, it would be really cool if you told me where these other people were. Did anyone catch where that star went on the map? I have never played with this NPC before, so I don't know. I was not aware of the kind of quests he would be giving me. Or what if I just give you these criminals? Maybe you like that. Yeah, like, got distracted there, but yes, people, you know, it would just take just one person being a complete idiot and posting an unboxing or review or whatever, and then I would just get fucked in the mouth. It was already probably a bit iffy me saying that my glasses looked better than the official. Yes. Well, you know, I'm obviously very unimaginative and I can't think of any other punishment than fucking. And yes, I certainly do imagine that licensing is very expensive. It probably is half the reason why the official glasses are the cost that they are. They're like 400 Australian plus shipping. All of that money to put, you know, copyright Nintendo, copyright Sega on the glasses. Like, I didn't really want to pursue licensing, but if it was like, well, I've got shitloads of product here which I can't offload, what do I do with it, right? And here's the thing about, you know, my boyfriend said, maybe you could have asked Sega if they were doing stuff, right? And I was like, haha, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have told me, some rando person, if they were making glasses. Because that would have saved me a whole lot of problem, right? But hey, it is what it is. Like I said, was quite upset about it when I got the email initially, without the context, which is why the context was like, oh, that makes so much more sense. Still sucks, but it made sense. Sucks that a year of production went down the drain. Yeah, pretty much. Glasses. Go to another website. I mean, yeah, there's definitely, like I said, there's definitely ways that I could try and skirt this, but I'm just not even gonna fucking try it. Let's see. Where's my boat, people? Why? What's wrong, buddy? Oh, I haven't been trying. Okay. So, yeah, my initial thought was like maybe I could do some Bayo 3 earrings then, because, you know, it's kind of the chain of what I do with my shop. And now I'm not so sure. Now maybe I need to hold off for like 5 freaking years before I even do anything. Which sounds pretty wild, but quite honestly, like, if there are as many Bayo fans as there are now in 5 years, then I'll be fine. I would love to think that I'm that important that I could do that wrench, but no. Like, as far as like actual Bayonetta content producer goes, I'm pretty washed up and irrelevant now. I can say it because it's me and I'm putting myself down, and it's also true. Like, come on, when was the last time I did anything that was Bayonetta related? Do you like terrible, terrible criminals? So this is really hard for me to judge because I don't watch Bayonetta videos anymore, and to be honest, whenever I do look at Bayonetta content on, say, the subreddit, I feel like a freaking old person because young people's sense of humor doesn't make sense to me. I am officially an old. Maintenance cost, chance of fire. That's rubbish. And don't get me wrong, I still think the subreddit is like a flaming garbage pile, but it's like the only easily accessible place that isn't too terribly toxic from what I hear for Bayonetta stuff. So, I have recently learned in terms of like getting better at this game that you need to buy items, and early game you should look at this guy right here, buy good items. This one, for instance, is pretty decent if I can get it in time. It's really strange to me, like, trends that I'm not aware of because of like social media platforms that I don't hang out on, like this what I hear is Bayonetta glasses TikTok thing. Like, even saying the word TikTok makes me feel old. I have never downloaded TikTok. I never downloaded the other thing that was like TikTok but not. This is way too many of these things now. Yeah. People arguing about Bayonetta's sexuality, like, why do you care? Basically. Like, oh, that particular version of Bayonetta happened to either be straight or bi. Like, does it really matter? And I don't necessarily have any skin in this race, or mixing metaphors there. But a lot of the discourse that I read about Bayonetta's sexuality reads very much like bi erasure. And like I said, I don't have any skin in that race. I don't have anything to do with that. But Bayonetta can be bi and still like Jean and still like Luca, right? It's not a big deal. Oh, I'm full up on that. What should I import? Like I said, I don't identify as bisexual. I think I'm pretty straight, but a lot of the anger that I see from what I assume are younger fans on the subreddit very much reads as it's a very, oddly enough, binary idea that she's either straight or gay, and she can't be something in the middle. And we all know it's like a fucking spectrum of things you can be, right? Maybe get some of that. But no, I don't bother posting. I don't bother wading into that pit that is that is the subreddit, generally speaking, because whenever people talk about Bayo 3, and it's really quite trippy actually, because obviously I was that annoying about Bayo 2 when Bayo 2 first came out, but wow, I was annoying if the Bayo 3 haters are anything to go by. Is there anything? What? What? That's weird. There's got heaps of schnapps. No, it's the windows, isn't it? Anything else I can trade? Oh, I should get the costume designer. There's that lady. So I don't generally use weapons, so I can probably trade these a little bit easier. But you know, like, I used to post about how dumb people were on the sub, but there's no point really. He likes doing shares, hey. Got zero clue what that talk was about, and I'm all the better for it. You know, for a little bit I was not posting or looking at the sub, but for whatever reason I slunk back. Really, I just really got to uninstall the internet from everything, and maybe I'll be better. And that's not even getting into what appear to be like splinter communities that post only on Discord, which is the worst social media platform. Now, I know I'm old because I certainly do not hang out on Discord servers. Admittedly, some of the more recent stuff I've seen in the sub is the slow motion fights, which I thought were actually pretty neat. Let's get you over here. Anything interesting? Not really. But yeah, generally speaking, I don't find anything of interest to be posted on there. But I guess I have never been an active contributor to those sort of platforms. I don't really engage on forums or on, you know, Reddit, which is kind of like a forum. I just lurk in the background and read everyone's posts, and maybe once in a blue moon I'll post. That's my style of interacting in those forums. So I don't know how I would personally like to engage with that sort of that sort of community, because I am clearly zero. Why is it zero? Can I like offer you a gift? And maybe yep, go away. 50. Yeah, sure. Right. Have I got window makers around here somewhere? Where are they? I surely have them somewhere. 4 of them. Oh, they're down here. Okay. Let's do this. Is there anything useful here? Still nothing. Right, so they take sand and directly turn it into windows, so there's no need to make glass as the interim, because the chain of production is sand, glass, windows. So that skips a step. That's why it's good. I don't know how the fuck my boyfriend does it, but he somehow stays on top of all this shit. Ore mines and cement. That is not worth it. That's odd. Also, you have to be super careful when you re-roll stuff because it costs so much money. Items restock in half an hour. Well, that's lame. Mods changed. Community became more toxic. Don't even use sub anymore except for news. Yeah. I do recall, like, I don't know what's happening with the mods on that subreddit because I remember seeing, I think it was end of last year, a call for more volunteers for mods, and I don't know what happened with that because it doesn't appear like they've added any new mods or admins on that sub. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Still the same people moderating that forum. That sub, rather. God damn it. Hey, Ving. Been a while. New Reddit UI is legit bad. Like, I don't know whether Reddit was ever good, to be honest. But I wasn't like an avid Reddit user, so I'm probably the worst person to make that judgment. But the important thing is, does it have a dark theme? Yes, that's the most important thing. Where does all my steel go? Okay, let's actually try and play the game. I am running super low on beer. And what's wrong? You need hops and malt. Malt is not doing amazing because why are you full on output? Is it actually full? It is full. Okay. How has the new year been treating me? New Year's been doing pretty well. Gosh, what happened since I was last on stream? I started a new job. That wasn't this year, that was end of last year, and I'm pretty happy in this job actually. So this time last year I was in a new job as well, but I wasn't as happy in that job. So the difference now is I'm in a new job and I'm much happier in it, which is great. I wonder if my stamps transfer. Yes. So there's that. I have more responsibility in my work now, and yeah, I know it's probably boring to talk about work, but I'm actually pretty happy with how my work is going, so it's pretty sweet. Anything new in my other rest of my life? Not really. That's all about the same. Like, it's the same. There's no drama. It's pretty good. Anything coming up for me? No. There's no holidays planned. I keep looking at holidays though, and I'm thinking, oh, it'd be nice to go on holiday, but then I look at, like, how's Adelaide at the moment? It is fucking hot. Currently in the middle of a heat wave. It was probably not quite 40 degrees today, but it definitely got up there. I think I've mentioned in other streams how my room where my computer is on the northern side of the house. So the sun shines on the northern side in the southern hemisphere. So it means that it gets very hot, especially on a 40-degree day. Would I ever consider doing a speedrun for charity? It would mean I would have to learn how to speedrun the game, and you have to appreciate that playing the game well and speedrunning the game are two completely separate skills. But yeah, maybe if there was enough support I could probably do it. I mean, my streaming setup would have to get a hell of a lot better, I'd say. I don't have any hops, that's why. Where is my hops farms? Action game speedruns are miserable, actually. I mean, from what I remember, if I recall correctly, I remember General Beatrix was a Bayo speedrunner, and they did not seem they did not seem like they enjoyed it. Looks like I need more hops farms. Let's work on the beer. We've got 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think so. If I recall correctly, Perth had a bit of a heat wave last week, and the heat wave just rolling over the rest of the country. So yeah, it's cooling down tomorrow, but by cooling down I mean it's like low 30s. Only good action games to speedrun are DMC1 and Ninja Gaiden Black, neither of which I have played. And if I was more motivated in this aspect of my life, then perhaps I would, learn how to fucking play either of those games. See, this is how out of touch I am with the whole Bayonetta stuff these days, because I'm not even familiar with half of these skips or whatever the fuck's happening with the game anymore. Like, I am a literal dinosaur when it comes to Bayo. Also, I don't know whether I pointed this out last time I played, but I used to upgrade my roads to paved by just putting paved roads over my existing roads. Turns out you can just upgrade your dirt roads, and, I don't know whether, how much it costs to put down a dirt road, but, saves me a little bit of money, I guess. Thoughts on game which I have not played? Does that say everything for you? Like, I think I've made it pretty clear by now, if you're not already familiar with me and my line of work in regards to online videos and stuff, I don't really play too many video games. The last game I've been playing, well, the last game I played was this game, actually. And prior to that, the newest game I played is Project Zomboid, which I like playing, but I don't like playing by myself because I'm a huge wimp. And it's not that Project Zomboid is scary, it's just it's really hard and I don't like playing it. And God, prior to that, I'm still in the middle of trying to finish Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know why I've taken a break from it, but I just have. What was I doing? I was trying to fix up my hops issue. Apparently I need way more hops over here. Oh, we've got a lot of steel over here. Would be a shame if that went somewhere. Anything here? Brick and concrete produces steel 1 every 5. That's not great. Let's nab some steel. I must be bringing steel over somewhere. This Steam is a lot of self-deprivation. I mean, that's kind of my sense of humor, I guess. The ass fucking is just, well, I feel like it's appropriate given what happened with the whole thing. I need to bring, so here's my plan. I'm going to bring steel over to my main island, which is this one at the moment, New York City. And I'm going to start taking oil refineries. So what that does is that means I can electrify some stuff, or can I do this yet? I cannot. So at a certain point in the new world, you unlock tractors, and tractors are pretty sick because it means you produce 3 times as much stuff and you only double the amount of land that you need. So it's pretty good. Sometimes the game bugs out like that. What do I need to do to unlock that? I've got... yeah, I'm sure you could be better. What do I need to do here? I've got fertilizers, but no agriculture. Oh. Have I not done this yet? Normally it comes up with engineers, or maybe that's why. Right, so I need to get that going. And I need steel, windows, and that stuff. You have notifications for this travel channel turned on for a reason. Well, you know, for that 1 in 12-month chance that you get me streaming, it must be worth it, I'm assuming. What if you had a good thing? Apparently I already have this. Do I have this lady? Where is my trade union thingy? Shush. Where's my town hall? I have a very senior lecturer somewhere. Where is this lady? Oh, I probably put her on a ship, didn't I? Alright, I guess we'll buy her. She's not terrible. Do I have enough money? You do stream at convenient times. I'm assuming that was stream. Well, I guess it's very rare to get Australian streamers, which... Let me roll that back. There's probably heaps of streamers in Australia who probably have similar numbers to me, which at the moment is like 9 people watching me, right? I'm streaming to an audience of 9. Just imagine myself in a room with 9 people watching me play a video game. So I was trying to get... I need this going. More windows. Okay, pause that. 4 AM for you. Oh my goodness. It's good to see you, Ving. I mean, I said this every time I stream. I'm not going to promise I'll try to stream more because it's just a lie. I'm never going to stream more than I already do. 9 people who stare silently as you play the game. Yes, and then occasionally, I don't know, what is it that people do in streams? Like cheering and stuff. Clothing. What's the problem? Post GG. Yeah. Pogs? Poggers? Is that a thing people still do? Well, I'm getting 12 people now. As it gets later for me now, more people are going to probably roll in and be like, oh my god, are you streaming? And I'm like, yes, hi, sorry, I need to leave. Right, I need to build this thing. I probably don't need to have a double train thing yet, so let's... Oh, I do not have enough windows. Okay. Why have I paused so many windows? %1% are porn bots. Surprisingly, no porn bots yet. Oh my god. That 18-second stream, yeah. I think I just basically rage quit at that one because I had been having so many issues with no. Oh my god, is it not gonna reach? It doesn't freaking reach, oh my gosh. Oh, Bente, you're such a little easy lady. What if I offer you a gift? Did I deal the town hall? Let's add the lady. So what does she do? Gives me plus 15% workforce, and if you have a university, they give you a variety theatre, which is dumb because I've already got a variety theatre here. So ideally this would have been somewhere over here, actually. Yeah, the 18-second stream was just really fucking annoying. I don't know why I was having so many issues trying to stream Baldur's Gate, because it was like the game du jour. If I play this, you're gonna complain about no warehouse? You're gonna complain about no warehouse. But what if you did? Oh, I'm surprised you like that. So I just like, fuck it. And I don't think I think I must have just not streamed and played Baldur's Gate. Which I really ought to finish. I don't know why I'm just lacking the motivation to finish it. I still have my current the file I did on stream, but I've got a separate one that I played offline, and I'm at the beginning of Act 3, and I just haven't played it. Windows. So let's get some that, and that. Maybe I can build one mine. Come back here so we can maybe get some stuff. I'll never stream again. Well, you know, I'm always lying apparently. Oh, I should do this thing too. So let's just chuck up the spends and then we'll auto-publish that. Yeah, and I hadn't realised earlier. Shut up, you dirty commie. Realising that I could auto-publish my newspapers also was useful as well. I have learned about this game since the last time I played. So maybe I should try and spend my time optimizing stuff. What's this? Coal. So this really ought to be my production island. Is it too early to think about that? It might be. Where's the other zinc? Zinc. Is that far enough to... Demand and supplies, that's a bit hard to say. Let's do this one. And can I build another one? No. But what if I get window making over here? And I really wanted to get commuter piers going at some point. Where is the other commuter pier? Up here. I need lots more steel and lots more windows. So windows are the problem at the moment. Instead of beef, the building processes pigs. This is a good one, fellas. It means you don't have to fucking make beef at all. You can just do pigs. Again, the ability to skip over stuff is really good. And that should be enough. I think I'm at a point now where I don't need to care about money. Have all the islands been settled? Oh no, they are not settled. Or not all done. Have I... Maybe I should go about and settle all these islands too. Let's go around and settle all these little shitty islands. Some of that, and I think it's brick. Let's go. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these, but I'm just gonna settle all of them. Tearpede. That's a terrible name. I'm going to need a name for this island, chat. And in case you needed reminders, we've had a very Bayonetta themed game here. So I'll take your suggestions. Sega sucks. Okay, how about over here? It could be anything Bayonetta themed. Like, Zeke's got a good idea here. How do I... Glory? I need to name this one first, so I think... Sure. Artisanal kitchen. Hairy magic. I mean, I guess it's kind of berry themed. Some missing upgraded bits. Okay, need another one of these things. Oil wells? It's a really crappy location for this. I only got the one, but that's something. Scarborough? Scarborough's good. I'll get to... Maybe we need to name a main island that. What was the other person I did? The goulash pond. So... How is my supply of canned food? Pretty good. Have I gone to... Nope, have not gone there yet. I thought I would have gone there. Oh. Do not remind me about Africa. It's not good. Have I really not been to... Oh. It's related to this quest about looking for the Queen. I think I'm good, actually. I'll name something in the other area, Scarborough. So let's park that somewhere. The game has just completely gone silent. What's this? Cheshire, New Yosh, just Whittingham. Have I settled anything else here? Rhodondonia. Well, that's just an easy fix, I think. And we've got an inn in Nazuko, which we can change. So, don't know what this frickin' island is doing. Is it a goddamn airplane? I mean, probably. They've got airships in this game. And oh, nice, thank you. Where's this? Oh, where the hell is all of my aluminium gone? This is the problem. I get so distracted in this game. I've got 5 of these. Where? Oh, okay, no, alright. Jubileus Land. We can definitely rename this one. So this is the main island in the New World. And that is a great name. Sweet. I will accept any sort of like vaguely New Worldish sounding names over here. Yep, all the islands, lady. So I got the one over here. So this is the old world. So I will accept English sounding names here. It's got to be like thematically, you know, appropriate. And over here, yeah, I'll accept a Del Sol here or there, or Greater Isle, which is a great name, by the way. We need a place named Baldur's Gate. Okay, we can make this work. Oh, I don't have any boats here. I think I need a boat building place here. This island is so ugly. Oh my god. I'm doing a terrible job terraforming it. Need some ships. Okay, so we've got... I changed this to Rodondonia, which is a horrible name, but it made sense. I'm going to rename this one. I guess the name of these non-main islands doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really matter as much as I strive for thematic importance here. This one looks a lot better though, so this can be... Because maybe if I name these islands uniquely, I can actually remember what they do. Baldur's Gate is probably going to get the pleasure of being named some tiny island over here at this stage. I need to bring over more of this stuff. Mainly windows and concrete. And I need to start transporting... Ooh. Am I making concrete here or am I just transporting it over? What's this? 10 windows. What was I gonna do? Damn, I hope that was a good use of my brick. Any good people over here? No, all rubbish. This is when I go full game mode and name them concrete and coffee. I mean, yeah, I mean that's the more logical way to name them. Oh, hey Set, how's it going? How's the move? Yes, I trying to remember what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to get copper and zinc going because when I do that, I will be able to get glasses and upgrade these engineers. And that's like glasses for the engineers, not my own glasses. RIP. Trade routes. Not that thing. That's bad. Oh, that's where all my stuff was going. Okay. You are now the copper and zinc ship. Oh wait, I should just have given it to you. That was dumb. And delete that route. Apparently I don't need bricks. So my friend recently moved to the US. Her husband got a what do you call them? A posting there. He's in the military. So I was like, oh, I actually have a reason to go to the States now. So maybe, like, you know, going to the States sometimes and meeting people I know online, that's definitely not weird. Settle all the shitty little islands. Are you just living on video games and God Hand set? Because that's what it looked like. Electricity. How are we going? I have so much oil. I should probably make some storage for this. What was I doing with this boat? I was trying to settle more islands. Oh, there's a fire happening? That's cool. It looks pretty out of control. We'll work with that. I think all of my steel must be going over here. So it's really weird for me to play this game streaming, because when I don't stream, my monitor is like a stupidly large curved thing, so the game fills up like 2 monitors worth. So it's really odd going back to, this is effectively 1080p. It's really small, which I never thought I would say, because when I first played the game with my ultra wide, I was like, this is too wide, it's too much. Where's the rest of the oil over here? Oh! Well, clearly I have tried to get oil set up over here, so maybe I ought to do something with it. And I think looks like I planned for the oil harbour to go here. Right, oil harbour. Am I gonna regret that? Maybe. It's just really like diminishing returns at some point, because apparently the more monitors you have set up, the more you get used to it, and the more you think, you know, the ignobility of having like only two monitors is like, ugh, this is just tiny. What the fuck do I do with this? Maybe transfer that back. I have run out of steel, so I need to go back and get more. You are my getting stuff boat. So you're not bad. Have I got an actor? Apparently I don't have an actor. Not terrible. But is it 120 hertz? Maybe? My boyfriend got this monitor for me for my birthday last year, so he probably did the research, but he did the research and based it off of, well, I use my monitor more for work than for gaming, so I don't necessarily care about performance. So I did not get a gaming version of this. It's a more work-appropriate one. Unfortunately. Boring but practical. Where is this hangar? Hooray! Have I got any helium? Helium extractor. Oh, I've got 3 of these bad boys. Okay. This island looks so much different from my other game. Thanks for coming around the stream, Catherine. It's been good. Saltpeter. What is this nonsense? Just get an Apple Vision. You know, there's something to be said about early adoption of that stuff because it looks ridiculous. Alright, brass smeltery. Where are you going? Probably there. Have I got enough people? I am running out of workers. Cool, that person left. Oil power plant and power station. That's not what I want. I've read perhaps one review of the Apple Vision. Thanks for stopping by, Set. It's good to see you. So hard to stay on track with this. Oh my goodness. So, got 1 brass smeltery. If I recall... I wonder if... does that tearing come through? It's really bad. I don't know what causes it. It's really annoying. Looks like I can afford to have 2 of these. But I'm running out of people. So I really need to get this commuter pier going. Yes, let's get more steel and more wood. And maybe that. Tiny island. And I've got 2 more tiny islands to settle. But no, going back to the Apple Vision, something to be said about early adopters, but it looks really wanky. Am not interested. Why the fuck would you wear it in public? Have you no shame? So much steel. So much steel. I need to do something with this. And I don't have enough. How ought I to do this? How do you decide to stream? Yeah, I mean, I think you pretty much described my thinking process there. It's nothing more complicated than that. I think if I were to have a schedule, I would really hate it. Mainly because, like, I have... Okay, I was going to say I have tried. I don't think I've actually really tried to have a streaming schedule. I have suggested something that sounds like a streaming schedule, like, you know, once a week. But apparently that was too much for me to handle in terms of trying to commit to that, which is really funny. Because I'm normally pretty good at following up with what I say I'm going to do. But I guess with this stuff, which is basically stuff that I do in my free time, I'm incredibly lazy outside of work and things that I do. So when I have a spare moment, I'm typically just double fisting internet. So I've got internet on the TV, and then I've got internet on my tablet, and perhaps even if I'm feeling really lucky, triple internet, so tablet and phone and TV. So yeah, my desire to stream is limited. I suppose it doesn't hurt also that I don't really have a game that I'm super interested in playing for the stream at the moment. Plus also when I'm playing a game for the stream, at least with this setup at the moment, with my single ultra wide monitor, it's like slightly suboptimal for actually, you know, experiencing the game. Like I'm playing this game right now in windowed mode. It's not that great. So the motivation isn't there, basically. Which is a shame. I do like talking to everyone here. But at the same time, perhaps in some way, and this may sound like a cop-out, my job basically involves talking to people all day long. Like, my job is meetings and talking to people, so in some ways you could say I don't really want to talk to people in my spare time. That's my excuse anyway. Can I afford that? So yeah, that's basically my reason for, at least these days, why I don't stream a lot. Like, the job thing is a recent thing, so that's the job that I started last year, late last year. So that one basically came with more responsibilities, is what I'm trying to say. So hence I am in meetings all the time. I'm trying to like manage people. It's real fun. Like, I say that sarcastically a little bit, but I do actually enjoy it. But it comes with a trade-off, right? Which means that I am, like, I guess, socially rooted after work. And because I work with a bunch of engineers, they're generally a little bit spectrum-y, which means I have to work a little bit extra hard to manage them, which I can also say because I am also an engineer and probably also on the spectrum. It's the joke. Like, there are definitely some people at work who definitely are undiagnosed ASD. Why is this not reaching? What the heck? Can I do this? Right, so these peasants, for whatever reason, get electricity. So yeah, as you can imagine, like, my boss is like a double-fisted, like, hard to manage person, because he is really, really bad, like, socially speaking, like, doesn't seem to really get social norms, which is funny that I have to tell him that because I am also not good at social norms, but still better than him, apparently. I have to tell him, like, when he's messed up, and, you know, people like that don't really like admitting that they've messed up, so got to deal with that too. This seems slightly suboptimal with this. Perhaps I should have rotated it. Yeah, I mean, it's really fun telling your boss that he's fucked up and trying to do it cool. I did not mean to do that. Oh no! That's rubbish. This is like so much better though. Oh well, I'll just live with 3. I mean, you could argue in my line of work, there is probably some element of like secretary babysitter thing, because it's, you know, women are naturally good at this shit. Which, you know, is partly true, I suppose. It still sucks to do though, because it's not what I was hired to do. Am I producing brass? It does look like it. So I can chuck one of these babies here. And I need so much more stuff. Any examples? I don't know. Like, I should try not to talk about work too much. It's like I was saying to someone the other day. So I was at a friend's baby shower on the weekend. Which, by the way, I have zero interest in children. Like, some people live to have babies. I am not one of those people. What's this? What? But point is, I was at my friend's baby shower and didn't know anyone else there. So, you know, trying to make conversation with people. When you meet people for the first time, you generally realize how often it is that you ask what it is they do, and people immediately assume you're asking about what job they do. Now, I'm in a room with a bunch of mothers, right? So these are women who have more likely than not have taken time off to take care of their children, or, you know, they're not working because they're looking after their kids. So when they are in that position, what the hell do they talk about when they're asked what they do, right? And it's like, oh, I'm a full-time parent. It's like, yeah, that's really interesting. No. And it's like really shitty for them too. You know, getting a little bit existential or whatever about talking to parents and how you interact with people, I guess. It was a horrible experience to me because, like I said, no interest in kids. I was just there for my friend, who I'm like not that close friends with her either, but she wanted me there, so I was like, well, okay, I guess I have to go. So I get to experience all the full cool and fun baby shower things that people do. And yeah, people talk about their kids and I'm like, I don't give a shit about your kids. Like, I have never in my life looked at a child and thought, that is so cute, I want one of those. Because I guess to some, I don't know, like, for me, it's... taking care of children is a lot of responsibility, and I don't want that. Like, I find it, like... I have zero urge to basically, like, further my race or whatever the frick people think on. Is that all the islands I have settled? Cool, that's all the islands. I can leave things the way they are. Though I might take that steel back. I mean, as much as I don't like children, I think people who are parents, great fucking job you're doing, because I can only imagine how difficult it is, like, being thrust into the position of a parent with, like, very little guidance. And I guess you've really hit it on the head there, Casey. I am more interested in what they do to my lifestyle, and I'm pretty happy with my lifestyle. I don't really want to change it. But no, I have a very deep appreciation for people who are parents, because I can really understand that it would be a tough fucking job. And I guess at the end of the day, I'm you know, you could probably say I'm a bit selfish, but, you know, whatever. I'm happier that way. Like, I have one nephew, and he is currently, I believe, 3, which is a terrible age, right? Because the last time I spent an afternoon with him, I bought him a present and it wasn't exactly what he wanted, so he got really angry. And don't get me wrong, when he's older, I'm sure I'd be happy to, like, take him out for, like, an afternoon or, like, a day or two, but At that age, no please. Because you have to remember, this child is learning how to feel these emotions for the first time and you can't get mad at them. And it's like, I wouldn't get mad at my child. I wouldn't get mad at my nephew, but it was like, whew, oh boy, because I bought this present for him, and then when he saw that I had bought it, he tried to grab the bag out of my hand and throw it on the ground, and his parents, my sister and my husband, were like trying to talk him through the emotions, and it was like, ugh. So no, I don't have the patience for it. My boyfriend's niece and nephew are at a decent age though, where, you know, they're old enough to talk to and, like, you know, explain things to, so I can work with that. But young children, no thank you. So how is the copper and zinc supply? It's a bit low. Okay, but what if what do I need for a copper mine? It's that and that and that and probably that, because I'm gonna start mining more stuff here. And this is where it would be really awesome to get commuter piers going. But I haven't got enough resources for that just yet. But no, my entire life I've just not been interested in kids at all. I always never really related to people who saw children and were like, oh my god, that child is so cute. It just, I am not a, what does my boyfriend say? I'm not a very nurturing person. Which I'm totally fine with. What do I need? Bricks and more of that. Kids are also super expensive, yeah, which I think the people who say they aren't expensive are probably in a decent position of privilege and they probably aren't able to acknowledge that. Oh, bugger. How is the game going? I mean, you know, there's an occasional fire. What's this game? What do you do with it? I really struggle to describe this game very well. It's a game that makes you do a lot of things all at once, is all I can really say. Oop. Anywhere else? You're there. How would I describe this game? Not knowing anything about how these games like this are described, it's a bit resource management-y. So it's all about resources. And how do you get resources? You need people to make those resources. So you start off with, is it a city manager game? It's kind of a city manager game, but not in the same way as something like City Skylines or whatever. It's more about managing your city's people's needs. So you start off with farmers, for instance. So farmers need access to a market, they need fish, they need clothes. So that's where you build work clothes, for instance. Each one of these things has a production chain. Yeah, you could say slaves. But they're happy as long as you give them things that make them happy. So in this instance, they're happy if you give them schnapps and a pub. Interestingly, you can give them a pub without the schnapps and they're fine. But each one of these things has its own separate production chain. So for instance, fish, is just produced by it's just produced by having a fishery, so they fish for fish at these things. But some things have a chain of events. So work clothes requires a sheep farm, and then knitters to turn the wool into clothes. So the key thing here is looking at the time required to produce each of these things. So you can see here, this takes half a minute to produce one wool, and this takes half a minute to produce one work clove. So in terms of the number of things that you've got to make, it's one sheep farm and one framework knitters. So that's a really easy one. Same with schnapps, I believe. But as you work your way up through your people's progression, right? Farmers become workers. Their needs become more complex. So a good example here is bread. So you go to the bread chain. Bread is from grain to flour to bakery. However, if you look at the production numbers, they're a little bit different. So you gotta, if you want to maximize production, you gotta make 2 grain farms, because they produce 1 grain every minute. 2 grain farms to 1 flour mill, because it's 1 flour every half a minute. And then 2 bakeries. So this is 2, 1, 2. So that's basically all it is. And you get to a certain point in the game where the game's like, oh, you need to go to... At some point, these assholes here decide that coffee is a thing. For instance, coffee is a thing. Coffee is produced in the New World, which is what this is over here. So you can make coffee over here, and you have to ship it back. But that's basically the crux of this game, is just making your people happy. Everyone's got different needs. You just give them the things, and they work really hard for you. You could be a monster and make them work harder. So for instance, you can increase their working hours, and they will, make more of the thing. But they also become very unhappy if you do that, and I generally don't do it. Where is all my concrete? I am short of steel. Where are my furnaces? Supply chain resource management game. Yeah, that's basically it. So for whatever reason, it just tickles my bones, this game. It's like the developers know they've made crack here, so I can very easily, if I had nothing else on, play this game for like probably a whole day straight, and I'm meaning like longer than 8 hours, like sitting on my ass playing a video game. And I'd probably hate myself after that, but I could definitely do it. And that's scary. Where is the person? Do I have a boat over here? I do. Anything interesting? Moonshiner. No. No. What if I roll? These needs require less goods or proximity to be fulfilled. It's not amazing. I already have a variety theatre, that's dumb. Don't need that. Glasses. I was in the middle of trying to make glasses. I got brass, and I got windows. I need concrete. Yep. I just want to give you glasses. Is that possible? Oh my god, there's so much to do. So, if I was very good, I'd try to get saltpeter. What do you need? Oh no, the cloves. They're just falling off of you guys. You need another 2 of these. Got wheat. So that will eventually fix the clothing issue. And fish is bad. Need 1 more fish. Man, Wibbly does not like me. You guys don't have a skull. And a church, I guess. We'll put a church in. Huh, where did all my brick go? Quite a lot of artisans, so maybe... I don't know why I have so few people here. So I discovered this recently, by the way. These are stamps, and they carry across all your save files. So you can save configurations of certain buildings and stamp them all over the place. It's really good, because that way you don't just spend all your time making fancy new buildings and stuff. So it's pretty great. And we'll just ignore the fact that these are people living right next to a mine. How deep are the configurations? It's basically only 1 folder deep. I could certainly rearrange this a little bit, but it's a little bit finicky. I built too many of those, I'm guessing. This island is actually pretty decent in terms of its configuration. I just need to bother making it pretty, I think, which I'm really bad at. Don't generally think about that stuff. So you can see here, it's like it's getting close to midnight, which means I really ought to stop playing, but I could definitely keep playing until some stupid hour of the day. Is it multiplayer? Yes, you can play this multiplayer. I have mentioned playing this with my boyfriend and other friends as well, actually. It's a really chill game. Like, you could play it competitively. I imagine that would be horrible. I'm not, in case you can't tell, a very competitive person. But you can play it competitively. You could probably hang around the public games and play with some randos who would probably be a bit dickish, most likely. But if you find a good bunch of friends to play with, it'd be really good. Anyone good? Trade prices, cargo slowdown. No. carpentry works and window makers. That's not terrible. I'll get both of those guys, I guess. But no, highly recommend the game, is all I can say. I know Ving, who was online earlier, I think got the game based on me playing this, and yeah, like I said, it's crack. So I don't know, if you've got lots of time to spare, it's probably really good. You guys don't have a marketplace, okay. Market. We won't worry about your need for a pub. It's fine. Need more workers. Get me that concrete. Okay, so this is badly configured because I've got electricity here, which means they've doubled. Every building here doubles its production, so you can hover over it and see what the actual processing time is meant to be. That's probably a rubbish example, but this one here is probably good. I don't have coal apparently. I definitely do have coal. So this configuration is bad, and I need to move things around. Let's move these. What's the best configuration for this? Oh, does fit neatly there. I believe on the title screen there are mods listed. I have never looked at the mod selection, but I'm sure it's not terrible. Have I got this right? I always get soap wrong, so it's 1 soap, 2 render, 2 pig. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 is all I need. And I believe soap is pretty decent. What did I bring you here for? Carpentry and window and a slaughterhouse. Where are my slaughterhouses? So these ones? These ones. There you go. The game tells me how long I've been playing. Supposedly, I was reading this up the other day. The person who tells you that stuff goes all the way up to 24 hours. So I can delete these. Started my holiday before starting my new position. Congrats on new position. Reinstalling the game. I mean, I've been trying to balance playing this game with other stuff that I ought to be doing, like, you know, going outside. I've had a pretty okay run with it so far. Stream a charity, play games for 24 hours. Like, I don't think people would want to see me play this particular game for 24 hours. Probably need to upgrade more of my artisans. Sweet. Steam motors. That's what I wanted. So you get to a certain number of people, you unlock tractor barns. Tractor barns are really good. So I was just saying, increase a farm's cultivation area and productivity while reducing the workforce requirement. So I believe, go away. I have never, by the way, gotten tourists going, so this will be really interesting. Anyway, I was saying, talking about tractors. That's the important thing. I think they triple your productivity per farm, so they increase number of tiles by like 50%. So, you know, 50% more tiles, but you produce three times as fast. So really good. Playing this game just really makes me wish I could like take a week off and play video games, but in some instances I'm a little bit too useful to take time off like that now. It's kind of shitty. And that sounds like I'm big upping myself a little bit, and maybe I am, but it genuinely feels to me like I cannot take time off. Cool. Get some of the popo on you here, I guess. Can I build that? Awesome. What if I gave you a church? Oh no, the propaganda. Okay, I need to move all of my grain farms. Still trying to get glasses. Alright. So, do you see my problem here with this game? Is because you're trying to do all these things at once and you're trying to remember about these things you're doing. So I probably dropped some thread somewhere. Like I know I need to get this going, for instance, for the new world, so I can get airships, but fuck that noise. I think it's here. Oh god. You need productivity for it, so what if I were to chuck it over here then? Oh, this is gonna be delicious. I forget how I got this in my other game, but I didn't need to actually make saltpeter. How many people do you need for that? Excuse me. I need some of that. That's a shame. But yeah, there is so much shit going on at the moment, and I can't handle it all. Typically when I play in a session, I probably just focus on one thing rather than trying to do everything, because trying to do everything is just a bad idea. I cannot be as good as my boyfriend. I've not seen this one. Where is this? Oh. Sweet. Where is this third alligator, please? I'm really bad at these things, as you can't tell. Is it near these people's places? Do I excel at one aspect of this game? He might be better. Look, my boyfriend's just better overall. He's like, he plays games all the time, whereas I do not. So that's probably the factor why. Plus, his brain just works better for this sort of thing. Like, I think I'm pretty decent at juggling like multiple things at once, but not on his level. Which is why I'll never be a pro gamer. Where the hell is this bloody alligator? Look, if I compare myself to him, I don't think I'm good at anything. And I don't think playing games really is about being good at anything in particular. Soap factory rendering. Oh. Anyway, I definitely should stop playing and not do this, because this will eat my time if I let it do it. No, my boyfriend is actually the social one. He made me the social one. Coffee. I don't want to give you coffee. It's okay. Like, I'm allowed to be inferior to my boyfriend. Why are you unhappy? You want penny farthings. And you want rubber, which I didn't realize was actually rubber until I actually looked it up. Where do I want to upgrade? Let's just start down here. And that will do me for now. Oh. God damn. He's apparently quite advanced. So yeah, I'm slacking off. I really shouldn't have put such a difficult AI here. Yes. Where am I taking that? Oh, it's so nice to see this come out normally. So when I play with my ultra wide, these photography quests get bugged because it will just squish the entire screen into this aspect ratio. So the photos I end up doing look rubbish. Gave me an alpaca. It's probably a good time for us all to leave. Thanks everyone for watching. The whole point of this was really talk about the glasses thing. And play while chilling out with this thing. But I can definitely try to do more of this. Today was particularly unfortunate. It's quite hot up here. Otherwise I probably would have spent some time playing during the day. So thanks for hanging out. It's been a good chat. I'm not going to make the mistake of trying to promise anything that I can't do. But hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one. I'm glad you think it was cozy. That's the aim. Okay. Save and exit. Thanks everyone. I'll see you at the next one.